think I figured it out. Why I don't pick up the camera and vlog as much anymore. And I need your guys' feedback. I need this relationship communicating back and forth back. I want to know, I really do like teaching. And the other video I posted a little bit ago talking about our messiness, our life crazy, and kind of teaching along doing our vlog. I really love that. But I also know it was really fun for the last 7 years of feeling more like a fly on the wall of like, what even goes on in that crazy household? So anyways, I need your guys' feedback. Talk to me. But I was looking at the floor while they're having fun in here, which is so fun to capture. I still see this. I told you. And yes, I promise, I say to myself, this isn't gonna happen again. I am going to be good. It's not gonna happen again. And yes, the idea of just do a small load, unload it, put it away right away. I say that to myself all the time. And sometimes,
have you noticed half of it is already put away? All my stuff's put away.
And sometimes we do stay on top of it. But this is coming back.
And sometimes we don't see the mess because we're making memories.
Our RV suitcases are the boxes that we used to use. But part of me just wants to do this.
Is this the...
Sometimes just forget it. We're just doing a snow angel in the laundry that's all over the floor. It was clean. It was on the bed. And I was just too tired. But girls.
Why? I can't answer. We're too busy playing with Dad.
Too busy playing. Too much playing. Not too much playing. You know what I mean. All play. What is it? What's the phrase? All play and no work makes for a room that looks like this. This is real life. This was just cleaned not that long ago. I mean, this is no joke. I love talking about our tips and tricks that really have helped, but this is real life. And some people might cringe and feel like, just do it right away. It wouldn't get that bad. Absolutely. You are right. You win. Gold star. Yes. Because this is so awful. Wow. But today what I really wanted to talk about was motivating someone who has a really hard time being motivated. And for me, my heart is for our kids and how we can motivate them in a good, amazing, healthy way. But Philip and I really need it too. For example, I'm not normally going to throw together a wonderful lunch. We do a lot of charcuterie boards. We will just put out a spread on a cutting board and we'll just pick and eat maybe some sliced bread if I have bread made. But what motivated me is I have been craving this soup. I really want this soup. And so I am making it. And that's what motivated me, something that I want to do, something that sounds exciting. For my husband, if you missed that video, you can go back and watch on how we talk a lot about having a home that has very strong ADHD in it, and it makes it just that much harder to run a home. Motivation has to be driven so much by purpose and excitement. His superpower is actually being able to use that to encourage and motivate the kids. And so today, we will see how it goes. I need him to motivate them to clean up their dressing room. It wasn't even that messy that long ago. This happened within days. And so someone tell me, I get that. Yep, me too. Because yes, we all have that me too. We all have messy houses. We can all relate that messy happens and you just have to pick it up. But how can we do it when we really need to help motivate someone who is unmotivated? Okay, so let's be real for a moment. I do have Philip home with me more than most, but he's not always here. And let's be real, let's be honest. Some are, and that's awesome. Moms, we have a reputation for sometimes, let's try to change this reputation, but not being fun. And right now, I don't really care. For some reason, I'm in a really good mood and I'm like, oh well, let's just fix it. We all know, but I feel like every time I get told and I'm reminded, I'm like, yes, thank you for telling me. Yes, absolutely. We stop, take a deep breath. Sometimes you need to count back from 10. Take a deep breath, calm down. And now, how can we make it a game? When someone is not motivated, the best way is to make it fun, make it a game. That goes for me and Philip very strong. And I hope that there's other grown-ups out there that feel like us, where if it's boring and I don't want to do it, it is so hard and our heels dig in so deep. And so how can we make it fun for us? And right now, how can I make this, oh my gosh, how can I make this fun for them? If you haven't seen the video where we talk about how we go about cleaning, these tips are really, really helpful. Go back and watch our how to run a messy home with ADHD. I promise you those tips are going to be so helpful. But we're going to use those tips for this room, but we're going to do it while also making it fun. Okay, I need your daddy. Someone unbury him.
Hey, the face!
I need your help.
Yes?
I need you to show them how you can make it fun for them to clean their room.
Oh, we can clean the room. It's fun.
You
Do
get
I
to
get to do it my way or
yes.
your way?
No, you do it your way and show them your way.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the blog and
That's
you're going to
so
show
easy.
how to motivate them.
Oh, I'm so good at that. Oh!
Musketeers!
Run.
Musketeers! Will, run! Hi, guys.
Pair of shoes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Cassidy, you're running last. Cassidy, I see red shoes right there. All right, good job. Put them away, put them away, put them in the boxes. Okay, good job. Put them away in the right spot, the right place, the right time the first time. All right, next, does everybody see a pair of shoes? The task of the moment is make cleaning fun. Can you put those farm animals away?
Dad, the poop. Dad, the poop. I've always had the poop. No.
It says hippo, not poo-poo. Would she say, look, there's a poo-poo? Everybody, towels. Let's work on towels. 1, 2, 3, towels, go. I see a unicorn towel here. I see a unicorn towel there. Hey, I better not see any towels in here in less than 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Are there any towels left? No, good job. Okay. The secret to putting away clothes, doing hard chores, is don't do it alone. Do it with community, do it with family, make it a game, and take the rubber ball away from the 3-year-old. So sometimes we have a hard time doing chores, so we have decided that we have to do them together. If there are clothes on the ground for pajamas or for winter, put them away. I see these snow pants. Let's put those away. Hang them up. Good job finding the pink ones. We're encouraging them. We're motivating them. Sometimes we have to motivate them with like a semi-sweet chocolate. There are also howling coyotes in our room. Sometimes you just need a buddy to get stuff cleaned. So I would encourage you right now, if you need to go clean something, go clean it right now while we're cleaning.
Okay, so obviously the goal is always to be silly and to stay fun, but that is Philip's strength. And did you just say yeah? It is.
I want Daddy to do it.
I know, Daddy makes it more fun, but Daddy had to leave. So my personal favorite trick to help someone who doesn't feel very motivated, they don't feel very motivated right now. They want daddy to come home. But my favorite resource is so fun because it's funny to even be a brand deal. We're thankful to Audible for sponsoring this video, but we have been using them since we were first married. So it's just really fun to be able to say, hey, Audible's sponsoring this video, but honestly, I would be telling you guys this anyways, that we will turn on an audiobook. And so
fun. And our favorite one is the Sugar Creek Gang.
Sugar Creek Gang. So our favorite right now is the Sugar Creek Gang, but the one that I would recommend is Grandma's Attic. Listen to it 1,000 times. We really like those. And so, girls, so how would you feel if I turned on the next Sugar Creek Gang? Yeah! Okay. So yeah, we're gonna work so fast. We'll see. Sometimes speed doesn't go hand in hand.
I like Daddy's way when he gives us a ton of caramel popcorn and junk food, but I like Mama's way when she turns on audiobooks. That's my second favorite.
Yes. So Daddy makes it fun with treats. So listening might make it take a little bit longer, but you have so much more enjoyment while you're doing it. So we've got Sugar Creek Gang that we'll turn on, and we will see if it makes it so much more fun to pick up the rest of our dressing room. This one's their dressing room.
Which is a little messy.
A little messy. It's a lot messy. And then they decided to all sleep in the same room, so Cassidy's taking a nap in the bedroom. So they all sleep in the bedroom.
But
there was a big flood in Sugar Creek that spring. Do you remember the time we went to see Old Man Paddler at his cabin in the hills?
Yes.
I guess they're never...
So if you guys haven't tried out Audible before, we don't live without it. We've been using it for a decade. But if you haven't tried it, you can go down into the description and follow the link. You guys will absolutely love it as much as we do. A lot of moms can relate is that I can't just sit always and stay in the room and make it fun. I have so many other things to do. Yes, we should all be better of being moms that want to be present and stay there, and let's make it fun. Let's work together as a team. We really try to stay all together. Let's get this done, and then maybe you can come to the kitchen, maybe they'll do school while I'll cook a meal, and kind of stay together. But sometimes they just need to be responsible and just do it themselves. So they can be over there and I can move on to the next thing I need to get done. But for me personally, when I find myself being unmotivated, I thrive on lists. And so I love making the lists. However, wrapping my head around a really long list and comprehending what really needs to get done, I will make a long list. I will spend 30 minutes. It will bring me so much joy. But then when it comes to tackling the list, I might get overwhelmed. And so actually, the audiobook I listened to on Audible, it was called Getting Things Done, which I really loved. I love the concept. I'm partway through it, but we're implementing the principles. So we actually have a whole board downstairs of his way to organize your thoughts. So if I'm unmotivated, I want to make this long list, but it's not helpful if all I do is just doodle on a pen and paper and then not really know what to do with it. I'm curious, how many of you are list makers, and how many of you are like me and you have like 50 lists everywhere? There's lists everywhere. The author gave this little chart and we kind of modified it a little bit. We have a big one downstairs for Philip and work, but we noticed that we needed to have, so proud of you. Yes. But we noticed we really needed to have one big list for work stuff and then a separate list for home. And so I wanted it to be in a place where I see it, where I am all the time. Ignore my pantry. It needs to be organized again. I just did it. Okay, so my board is actually inside my pantry. And this concept is to take your long list and instead of making a big long list, like I do, you actually use Post-its. Eventually, when you get really savvy at this technique, I know you can go digital. So what you do is you start and you write an idea or something that needs to be done and you put it under this like brain dump section. That's what we call it. We just call it like brain dump, and we write it on a Post-it. I have dentist, I have to make dish soap. These are not like my everyday, every week things. These are things that are going on in my head and I'm like, oh, I need to do that. Oh, okay, I'm gonna write it on a list, and I just am afraid of forgetting it. So often, it's just like poof. Anyone else? Just poof. And you promise yourself, I'm gonna remember, but you don't. So what we do is we brain dump, and that acts as your long list. And then once you're on the brain dump, you actually put it into categories. And it sounds kind of simple, And it sounded silly when we first implemented this into our lives, and it felt like, oh my gosh, like it sounds so elementary. But when your brain is kind of all over the place and it's hard to really focus in on something, it is really, really helpful. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking this general list of all these things and putting it into categories. So my first step is there anything on here that I can just move to someday? Someday, maybe, possibly, we're just gonna move it. Like paint backsplash. I really want to do this, but it's going to go under the someday category. Maybe I can move this someday, but maybe not today. Next over here is I have a spot for schedule and delegate. So ideally you want to move stuff away from you and get it off of your plate. So anything that I delegate to Philip, I will put under delegate, and he can actually open this pantry and peek over here and see, is there anything that Alex is really wanting me to do, but we haven't had time to communicate and figure out what needs to go on. For example, Walmart buckets. I definitely have this on my list of like, I can do it if I'm at Walmart, but sometimes Philip is at Walmart actually a lot, and so he will pick up some buckets that I need to store my wheat berries. Next, for example, let's say making dish soap. I am all out, but I bought some. I want to make mine again, but it's not the absolute highest priority. I have so many things on my plate that need to get done. It's gonna have to go under low priority because I just have to let it go. Dentist, that one goes under schedule. Paint RV, that one's a hard one because I want to touch up any paint for Christmas. If you guys have been following us for a few years, know that our family comes out and stays with us. We have a big, huge reunion over Christmas time, and it is so fun, but there's so many scuffs and dings. Actually, comment, have you guys been following us since we lived full-time in the RV? We just went on a little RV trip, and I really miss it. And I think Philip really misses it too. It was such a lifetime ago, but it feels like yesterday. Anyways, paint RV. I'm gonna put it under high priority. I might need to move that around. Freezer inventory. I just kind of did a somewhat small freezer inventory. So I'm gonna put that actually under schedule of like, I'm gonna come back to it and schedule a time for me to do that, but I'm not gonna do that right now. So then this brain dump area is empty, and I can come over here and I'm going to go look at my high priority. So it sounds really silly, but I promise you guys, if you guys try it, let me know. I'm really curious how it would work for you. But I'm telling you, when I come over here and I open this up and look at just what is the high priority, and for me, there's some days I'm so overwhelmed, I want the high priority to be for today. And I actually might write down regular things, homeschool, dishes, laundry, I need to pick up this, that, and the other. And I might have that in the high priority and move all of these down to low priority. Sometimes I'm doing okay, and this will actually be for the week. And that way, for example, dish soap. You kind of go over in your mind thinking, I'm gonna forget, wait, I should just do the dish soap now so I don't forget. It exists, it's there. You're no longer gonna forget it. It allows you to relax and kind of let it go, and then be able to come back to it and move it to high priority when you have time. So when I'm personally unmotivated, this really, really helps me. And honestly, sitting down and writing out my Post-its, that's pretty motivating to me. It's like writing a list, but the list has so much more strength than just a long list that I'm gonna just end up rewriting tomorrow.
Papa would like to know
what
kind of tree you want. They're going to pick one out for us, strap it down to the car. We're going to bring it home tonight. Mimi's going to do a sleepover with the children. And then
they get an extra reward.
Mom's going to come over tomorrow and help you decorate.
Excellent. Excellent. Whatever mom
says
totally
looks good, we're
with.
good with, because she knows what looks good.
Yeah.
That one too, Alex.
Whichever one you like, I'm good with.
Okay.
How many feet?
7 or?
I don't care.
I'd say 6 to 7 at the most.
You can either do 3 or 4, and we can put it on a table.
Yeah, we can
You
put it on a
do
table.
7, 8.
We've got
you
a
can
great
do 12.
table.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. That is such a blessing. We'll be down for dinner, Christmas tree, and childhood exchange in 1 hour.
What?
You get to go sleep with Mimi and Papa.
And get a Christmas tree and decorate it tonight?
Yeah, and cinnamon rolls for breakfast. Okay, love you guys. See you soon. Good job. Is everybody out? Cassidy, can you put on your blue jacket?
Hi.
You're so cute. Let's go.